My name's Joe Buck, born and raised in Redondo Beach here. I am a local guy. Been selling real estate for about 4 years. I love it. It's my new sport. I had a previous life as a basketball player, played professionally overseas for over 10 years. Now this is kind of my new outlet and where I channel all my energy, drive, and effort. It was time for me to hang them up. I'd played into my mid-30s, and by that point in time, body just kind of gives out. And I did not want to retire, but the body had other intentions, so that was all she wrote. So I signed up for Oddie Real Estate School because I was at a crossroads of what I was going to do next with my career. I actually had a conversation with someone and we were talking about going into sales, and he said, if you're going to sell something, why don't you sell the most expensive thing, like real estate? And I said, wow, that's a really good point. So went through the process to get my license, met Kartik, first day of class. It was awesome, and I basically went through the process as quickly as you could do it in a matter of a few months. So my experience with Oddie Real Estate School was absolutely amazing, to be quite honest. I loved going to the in-class sessions, having it online as well. Again, just Kartik had a way relay that information in normal context, something that the layman could understand. In that sense, the information registered really easily with me, and I was able to comprehend everything. And then, yeah, when I went to go take the test, it was pretty easy. I passed my real estate exam on the first try. I believe I aced it. That's what I tell everyone anyways. You don't actually get the score, but it felt like I knew all the answers. And not only that, I recently took the broker's exam as well, and I also aced that. I started interviewing with local brokerages, a few teams here and there, and kind of just deciding what was going to be a really good fit. Obviously, different brokerages have maybe different systems and different areas that they focus on more. At the end of the day, I found a team in Manhattan Beach, and I've been with that team for 4 years, and it's been awesome. The first deal in my real estate career did not come quickly, as is the norm. It took about 6 months, I would say, and it was basically me chasing everything and anything that could possibly have potential. I ended up doing my first deal way out in Eagle Rock, which I can't even remember where that is, but it's beyond downtown LA somewhere. So that was a good 6 months into my career, and then it slowly started to snowball from there. I was accustomed to a lifestyle where I just saw my bank account go up every month. So I was making 6 figures a year playing basketball overseas. So the idea of coming home and transitioning into a career that might not offer that immediately was a tough one for me to grasp. You know, I thought, what else can I do that can possibly pick up right away where I left off? And that was real estate. You basically will get out of it whatever you put into it. And again, there's some process you have to go through to get to that level, but I was willing to put in the work. My first commission check was for that referral deal way out in Eagle Rock. I think the sales price was somewhere in the mid 300s, which by LA standards is at the bottom of the barrel. Plus I had to pay a referral fee to the agent who sent it to me. I can't even remember what it was. It might have been somewhere around $5,000. That first commission check, even though it was $5,000 after paying everyone out and the referral fees, it was still amazing. It was just kind of validating the entire process that I'd gone through to go through the class, get the license, start this career, and then have it, again, kickstart into something that yielded a monetary return. It was amazing, of course. So in order to get my broker's license, I revisited Oddie and went back through the online course material, went through the crash course again, and basically just studied up. And in fact, I had made the commitment to take the test and gave myself about a 10-day preparation with all of that stuff, again, the online courses and the practice tests, and felt very prepared when I went to go take the test. My income now has definitely grown exponentially, and I would say has surpassed by far what my goals were going into this business, or at least this early on. Compared to my first year, my income has doubled every year since then. Real estate has basically given me the life and lifestyle that I want to live. It gives me the freedom to organize my day as I see most productive and something that works with how I like to schedule things, as well as the freedom to travel. I probably went on more vacations last year than I've ever done in my life, and I was also more productive somehow. Didn't know much about real estate. I had never owned a home. I'd never been through that process. Fast forward into my third year in my career, I was actually able to buy a condo down here in South Redondo. I'd been through the process enough times with clients to understand the inner workings of how to go through a complete remodel, and that's what I did. And you know, I have instant equity in this place. This industry has you know, obviously given me a ton of value and offered things that I never maybe thought possible. One of which is being able to buy my own home here. I bought this condo. I was able to put $120,000 as a down payment. And I did see this condo, actually. I showed it to clients and I saw great potential here. No one picked it up. I ended up getting it for a lower price than what it was listed for. And then I gutted it and basically put another 120 grand in. And again, just with this area and what this place is now, I've got instant equity, and that all stems from my knowledge of the real estate market around town and knowing basically what the heck I'm doing. One of my extended, more long-term goals, I would say, is to have a $100 million real estate portfolio in less than 10 years. The top three things I love about real estate basically boils down to the genuine philosophies of the industry, which is you got to love the area you're working, you got to love the people you're working with, and you do have to love the process. And those are all three things that I thoroughly enjoy every single day. If someone is considering signing up for ADHI Schools, I would give them the advice of go all in and don't sell yourself short. It's a great program. There are great tools that you can use. Commit to it 100% and get it done. I think I've seen most of the people who don't accomplish the goal of getting their license, that they maybe put it as a second priority. And I think you should go all in, knock it out. It's gonna be easy if you follow the program, and you'll be licensed in no time. Thinking back over the last 4 years, it's amazing actually to look at the transactions and the volume I was doing from, say, year one, where maybe I was selling, you know, mostly properties under $1 million. And my second year, I thought I could never have a $2 million sale. And wouldn't you know it, I sold something for over 2.6. And then in my third year comes a $3.5 million sale. And then just last month, actually, my biggest sale of my career is $4.5 million. And it was a new construction here in Manhattan Beach, sand section. And again, it's a snowball effect, and it keeps gaining momentum with your career. Paydays, they're also quite nice. That commission check for the new construction Manhattan Beach was over $100,000. That was one transaction. I'm Joe Buck, and I graduated from ADHI Schools.